Hello, hello everybody. From time to time I get a question like, Grace, what is the fifth dimension? Grace, what's the difference between the third and fifth dimension? And how do I know, finally, if I am in the third or in the fifth dimension? You see, on patreon.com/enjoyreadingswithgrace, I have my channel, level 1111, that I speak all about multidimensionality these days and living in a fifth dimension, because we are in the fifth dimension, DNA speaking. But I don't want to go this deep. This is for my patrons. But in the most simple way to answer these questions, I was downloading yesterday, which was the first day of 2018, and today is the second. I was writing down all this pouring information, and this idea came that way. So to give you just, let's say, 3-4 examples, because the rest of them, and believe me, is many, it's gonna be on Patreon. In the right time, little by little, we're gonna be talking about this, because it is important to know what that fifth dimension really means. Now, the higher dimension, the more possibilities. If you ever watched the movie Lucy, that was actually somehow shown how the possibilities and creating our life looks like in a speed of light. Also, some was touched in Star Wars, The Last Jedi. A very misunderstood movie, which I spoke about in one of the previous videos. So let's start with something somewhere. We call this awakening, and that was awakening that took us to the fourth dimension, which was between the third and the fifth. Okay, so that was the awakening. We started to look differently at everything. We started to wake up to the truth. Now, whose truth? Our own truth. Mine, yours, whoever is watching. What is your truth? As our fingerprints and DNA is completely different, like a snowflake, every single one of them is different. The same thing goes for the awakening. It's not no such a thing that we awaken at the same time, at the same pace, in the same place. No. It's our abilities, is our perception that is completely changing. And when we have that intent to be awakened, it starts to happen, okay? And the more you're learning about it, the sooner it's gonna happen. Like I said, deeper I'm going on Patreon and my channel. Here is only touching, so you have some kind of understanding. So we awakening to the truth about us, who we truly are, to be ourselves, to truly love, be compassionate, understanding the oneness in this world, and looking at almost everything differently than we were actually instructed to do by our parents, our teachers, our bosses. You need to be this way. No, you not that. No, you cannot do it. No, I don't care how you feel. It's not for you. Did you ever hear that? Okay. No, we were programmed. And now we awakening to who we truly are. What is our life purpose? Why we even were born? And the later we are getting this awakening, this call, the harder it may be, because the programming lasted longer. And perhaps we have those people still around us telling us what we should do, what we're good at, what we shouldn't, and who we could be, should be, would be, and we lost ourselves. So when we're trying to finally find our truth, our inner truth, we still, boom, no, you're not right, boom, you're wrong. And it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy, and sometimes it really takes a true courage to show who we really are. It happened to me, I know. It's also the truth about the world, about the whole world, about everything in the world. What we were taught and what is the reality, what is the spiritual common sense, may be completely different things. So I came up with a couple examples to show you very clearly how may be different. My first one, in third dimension, people say, I don't have a choice. I have to put up with it. I wait for God and angels to bring something to me and show me the way. And I wait until it comes. In the fifth dimension, we are the creators. We don't wait that something will come to us first. Now, first, we know who we are. We know what we want. We have a success, map of success, or a vision where we want to be, who we want to be surrounded by. We have a vision, clear vision, and it's based on our heart's desires. I know, like I know, I want to be there. I want to do something. That's who I am, regardless of anybody else's opinions, which that's what it is, opinions only. I love myself. I know the truth about myself. I know my God's given talents and gifts, and that's where I'm going. That's the way, and I know how I'm going to accomplish it. And I go for it. Practically, I'm doing something about it to achieve it. Then is there divine timing. That something maybe needs to leave, something needs to be made for me to get it. That's okay. But you see, I'm creating my life. I'm going for it. I'm getting information and knowledge about myself, the world, and my dreams. I just don't sit and wait that something will, boom, come on my lap, right? Just drop. I have the power to change my circumstances. Just because it was not good, whatever it was, before, means nothing to me now. Because I can change every morning I get up. I may change my perception. I may change my life. Okay? My light is so bright and beautiful that repels all the negativity, all the pessimism, and all the people who don't belong in my world anymore. I believe 100% in creating my wonderful, magical life. So this is the first example. The next one is very right to it for some people. Death. In the third dimension, I'm standing by the coffin with all my family and friends. And my dear one, who is in the coffin, is cold, is stiff, poor thing. Ay, ay, ay. She could live so long, and now it's over. It's over. And it was so claustrophobic. Now I gotta close the coffin and put him 6 feet under, or even worse. She wanted to be cremated. Man, how I'm gonna put my dear one in the fire? What's gonna happen to the ashes? Ah, man. And crying for a year, 2, 10, or my whole life, thinking that way. Now we're going to the 5th dimension. And in the 5th dimension, we're saying, okay, I am by the coffin. But I don't feel sorry for the person who is in the coffin. She is already free of pain, free of worry, and in the light. How happy I am for my dear one. Who I feel sorry for is me, because I'm a little egoistical and I would love to have this person around me, and those others, family and friends. I feel bad for him. Maybe the children lost the mother or father. Maybe the wife lost a child, a tragedy. I feel sorry for them. But the body is just a vehicle for this lifetime. So either I put in a coffin and 6 feet under, or I cremate it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't suffer anymore. I'm saying, because it's only that body. My dear one is in spirit around me. Every time I think of this person, it will be with me, coming in my dreams, touching me, and I feel the cold. And I'm very open-minded to the help that may give me from the other side. Okay, and now the 3rd example. Which will be different than in Polish version. Our relationships In 3D, I suffer. I suffer, oh, guess what? Jesus suffered too. And the church is telling me I should suffer because it is, marriage is, for the better and for worse, until death was part. So I should suffer. What can I say? In 5D, I don't suffer because God doesn't want me to suffer. Jesus for sure wouldn't like me to suffer. What killed Jesus was hate. People hated him for who he was, for what they didn't understand, since he could perform miracles and was operating on a very high level of DNA, 90%. So, of course, they didn't understand that he could heal. What? Or walk on water. And that was then. Because Jesus could do it, understands, and is happy when we will follow his steps. And since 2018 is universal year number 11, is very much aligned with the light and life of Jesus. Beautiful life. And we should try to understand more and more, to know what to do ourselves to grow to the higher level of working DNA. It's a very deep subject. As you can see, I'm getting really deep when I'm talking about this. And if anybody is interested, I would say please join me on www.patreon.com/Angel Readings with Grace, level 1111. We're going to be talking deeply about many subjects, trying to understand and understanding the fifth dimension really as much as we can. I'm all about the fifth now, these days. So with the new year, absolutely we're going towards the light, Jesus, God, and understanding deeper what this is all about and how to navigate in this new energy. So I'm sending you lots of light, love, and many kisses, and many hugs.